Did you ever notice that the Oscar red carpet shows are almost as long as the Oscar ceremony? Not only does everyone want to see the stars, they want to see who and what they are wearing. Award season in Hollywood is a big deal for fashion designers and jewelers, and over the years, some of them have transferred traditional marketing focus and dollars towards the stars on awards night. Did you know that most of the actresses' dresses are provided to the star for free, and some of them are actually paid to wear them? And every nominee in the acting categories also walks away with a gift bag worth approximately $250,000. So if you take the increased future earnings that come from being a nominee, which are even higher if you win, a free dress, a $250,000 gift bag, and the chance to win a few million in jewels, and I'd say that's a good night. Add getting paid to wear those jewels, well, that's downright brilliant. See what I did there? Brilliant. Anyway, we'll talk about that gift bag, those dresses, and break down how much a nomination or win means for the star's career in future videos. Today, it's all about those jewels. What is more glamorous than the Academy Awards? Celebrities arrive looking their best in designer gowns and suits, sparkling in unforgettable jewelry. From Elizabeth Taylor's famous 69-carat necklace to the heart of the ocean from Titanic, there are so many Oscar jewelry stories that it was hard to pick only a few. Whether it is the red carpet walk, the onstage presentation, an award acceptance, or a casual social media post by the stars themselves, it all adds up to huge dollars in fashion for fashion houses and jewelry designers. What happens to get these stars to the red carpet? Quite a bit. And this is how it all comes together. You receive your Oscar nomination, and then all the behind-the-scenes work begins. You meet with your stylist and decide on a designer and a look. And while you're picking out your dress, you're thinking the entire time about coordinating jewelry. In most cases, the stylist, designer, and jeweler need to work hand in hand for a well-coordinated social media post-worthy moment. Why is it so important to pre-plan every detail? Well, the first time a movie star borrowed jewels for the Oscars was in 1944, when Harry Winston provided a diamond necklace to Jennifer Jones, and she decided to wear a high-collared ruffle-neck dress that covered the necklace. At first, the stars were happy to wear the fine gowns and borrow the amazing jewels, but nowadays, in most cases, the stars are getting paid by the designer and the jeweler. It's not enough that they are talented, rich, famous, and are attending the Oscars to possibly earn the most prestigious industry award. They often get paid to wear these incredible things. With the dress finalized, the stylist heads to the jeweler to make final choices. When the big day comes, the jewels arrive ready for their big shining moment. Often, because the jewelry is so valuable, it arrives with security. That security follows the star around the entire time the jewels are in their possession. While they're getting dressed, the limo ride over, and even on the red carpet walk, the security is just out of view. The red carpet used to have 3 runways, one for the big stars, one for the stars who may not be nominated but are still worth a look in a quick TV interview, and then the last is for everyone else. Sometimes the security can be found there. Jewelry historian Marian Fassel said that the 1970 awards was the turning point. Elizabeth Taylor arrived wearing a low-cut periwinkle gown and her very own 69-carat stone around her neck, which she just purchased with then-husband Richard Burton. They bought it at an auction and paid just over $1 million. In the 70s and 80s, extraordinary jewels at award shows were still few and far between. Stars wore their own, more modest pieces, or even costume jewelry. If they did borrow jewelry, it was from a private jeweler who they had a personal relationship with beforehand. It wasn't until the 90s that anyone was asking Oscar nominees about their outfits and jewels on the red carpet. Comedian Joan Rivers helped change all of that in 1994 when she created a show for the E! Network called Live from the Red Carpet. Joan, a jewel lover, asked questions about the pieces the actresses wore in addition to asking them about their fancy dresses. The stars show up for the red carpet with big money on their mind. Their career is going to ramp up, regardless of a win, And as a side hustle, they are walking down the red carpet earning money while wearing the most valuable jewels and clothes on the planet. Let's not forget that nominee gift bag, too. It almost seems like a fairy tale. It was hard to pick just a few, but here are some of my favorite Oscar jewelry stories. In 1999, Gwyneth Paltrow won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance in Shakespeare in Love. Gwyneth wore a 40-carat necklace to the Oscars that year, and her father, Hollywood director, bought the necklace for her as a congratulations present. He also sat her down and told her that he felt that fame was going to her head and that she was acting like a real horse's ass. After Angelina Jolie wore these 65-carat stunners from Lorraine Schwartz, emerald sales went through the roof, and that just goes to show you that stars do start trends. Charlize is always a stunner on Oscar night. Charlize is one of the stars who has signed huge endorsement deals over the years. Her largest deals have been with Dior, Harry Winston, and a few years ago she got in some serious trouble with Raymond Weil. She had a contract to wear their watches exclusively, and they found her in public wearing a Dior watch. It didn't go well for Charlize. I don't know the amount, but she had to pay for making that mistake. Here she is wearing a Harry Winston necklace north of $15 million. Everyone was pretty surprised to see Lady Gaga show up wearing the iconic 141-year-old jewel from Tiffany & Company, weighing 128.54 carats. The yellow diamond is reportedly worth more than $30 million. Lady Gaga is the first in history to wear the legendary Tiffany diamond on an awards show red carpet. If you'd like to see this diamond for yourself, it is usually on display at their famous Fifth Avenue store. Audrey Hepburn was the last to wear the diamond in 1961 during a photo shoot for Breakfast at Tiffany's. After the Oscars, Lady Gaga went to Madonna's house and then headed with her sister to Taco Bell because they were, well, hungry. They forgot to tell security and left the house with the necklace on. Security chased her down and pulled her car over before she could get to those tacos. Let's see a few stars from the most recent Academy Awards. Fashion and jewels just aren't for the ladies. Take a look at Timothée Chalamet wearing a blue zip-up suit from my favorite designer Prada and a brooch from Cartier. Not bad for a young up-and-comer. I'm throwing Greta Gerwig, whom I adore, into the mix. She looks stunning, and I think that she was one of the female directors who should have been nominated last year, so I'm adding her to my own list. Janelle Monáe is wearing a Ralph Lauren skirt, top, and hood that is far heavier than anyone imagined. It is so heavy that it took 4 people to deliver it to her and the help of a team to get her dressed. It is made with 168,000 Swarovski crystals, and she's wearing it here with Forever Mark jewelry. I'm looking for some feedback from you guys on this one. Mindy Kaling said that the necklace she wore to the Oscars was identical to the one they stole from the Ocean 8 movie. And you can see here, it is not. I was so confused by this that I stopped what I was doing and rewatched the movie. The necklace Mindy is wearing here at the Oscars is Chopard, and the necklace stolen in the film is a piece by Cartier. I looked everywhere and couldn't find anyone but me calling her out on this mistake. So what am I missing? What happens when the red carpet walk is over and the Oscars have all been handed out? Well, the stars head to the after parties and enjoy an evening out, eating and drinking, which they probably have not done for weeks so that they look their best for the big day. Then they head home with their Oscars in hand, go back to making movies, we go back to watching those movies, and then we all show up to do it again next year. In an upcoming video, we will look back at those black tie looks and formal dresses. Some are custom designed for the stars themselves, and some are vintage pieces pulled from Design House archives. Please like and subscribe for more about the Oscars, and I will see you next time.